Hey guys, I was just about to leave to Yosemite for vacation, and I thought I'd make a quick trade binder update before I left. So yeah, I'm just gonna say not for trade or for trade. I'm not gonna say the name of the card. Okay, not for trade, 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 for trade, for trade, not for trade, not for trade, not for trade, for trade, not for trade, not for trade, for trade. Not for trade, for trade, not for trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, not for trade, not for trade, not for trade, for trade, for trade, not for trade, not for trade, not for trade. Actually, I have a second one of these for trade, so one of these will be for trade. For trade, not for trade, button back condition, for trade, button back condition. Not for trade, 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 not for trade. For trade, not for trade, not for trade. For trade, I have a bunch of these that are for trade. One's in reverse, and they're all the misprint one. You can see. It says, fan, I don't know if you can see that, but it says fan, fee instead of fan P. Whatever. For trade, for trade, for trade, for trade. For trade, I don't know how that's in there, but yeah, for trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, button back condition, for trade. Do I have one set of these left? No, I don't. Okay, so, these aren't for trade. One of these will be for trade. One's in reverse, one's a normal hollow. You can choose which one you want. Zekrom, this is a promo, but it's for trade. For trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, not for trade, not for trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, for trade. This is the non-promo one. Not for trade, not for trade, not for trade, not for trade. I have two of these I think that are for trade, and then I have one for the raffle. This is for trade. For trade. This is a hollow. I don't think it's supposed to be hollow. I think it's from one of the decks. For trade, for trade, for trade, for trade, I guess, and for... Actually, no, these two aren't for trade. But this one is. Okay. None of these are for trade, but still, I'll give you a quick look. Oh, yeah. I have some, Shard Hollow Reverse Carnivines for trade. I think I have two that are for trade. None of the Arceuses are for trade. Still looking for some of them. None of my stars are for trade. Okay, Legends. I have one bottom piece of Ho-Oh that is for trade. Then I have the bottom half of Deoxys and Rayquaza legend that is for trade. Because the only legends that I like are the Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver base legends. None of my Alphs are for trade. I'm still looking for Alph, I don't know, I think 2. Yeah, I'm looking for Alph 2. So if anyone has that. Luxury GL level X. I might actually be trading this if you have a good enough offer. But yeah, probably won't, but if you have a good enough offer, I'm not really that interested in level X's anymore. So yeah. This is not for trade. This is not for trade. I'm still looking for the Zekrom and the Pikachu. None of my shinies are for trade, but I'll still show them. Definitely not for trade. This was so hard to find. I'm still looking for the Entei promo, if anyone has it. None of my primes are for trade. Because the Donphan and the Espeon both got traded. So I have no doubles of primes that are for trade. Let's see. Altaria EX is not for trade. Walrein and Kyogre are both for trade, but they're not in the greatest condition, but they're not in the worst. I'd say excellent near mint. Shiftry EX is not for trade, and Rocket Suicune is in absolutely terrible condition, but it's still for trade. Still looking for Heart Gold Soul Silver hollows, if anyone has any, but these are not for trade. These are the ones that I have. Oh, I'm looking for the normal version of this. This is the Shard Hollow version. Okay, so thanks for watching, and you have anything on my wants list or anything that I mentioned in the video that isn't on my wants list that I want, please PM me for a trade offer, and yeah, maybe we could work something out. So thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and peace out.